Have you ever wondered what life as a billionaire looks like? Yes, billionaire with a B. It's all about total location freedom, being a boss-ass motherfucker, and not caring about the cost of eggs when shopping. I know, that's nuts. The cost of eggs is so much money though. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to live like a billionaire, but without actually having to build a multi-billion-dollar business. We just want the best key features of their lifestyle, but at a fraction of the cost. Let's get into it. So, number one, you need location freedom. You can't be a billionaire working in freezing Wisconsin. That's not boss material or very cool at all. Or is it very cool? But seriously, if you want to live like a billionaire, I bet you want to live around palm trees like this and be in the sun. So about me super quick and how I achieved this billionaire lifestyle of being able to live and work wherever I want. I started off as a carpenter right out of high school. I started my own company doing renovations for real estate investors. And the more I started working for them, the more they said, Matt, I really wish you were a realtor. Like the realtors I'm working with know nothing about real estate investing. You do, and you know about renovations, which is a huge bonus. In a nutshell, I became a realtor specializing with investors, but also investing myself, flipping houses, buying properties with partners. And now I am financially free from real estate investing, and we spend the winters down here in our house in Naples, living in the sun, living around palm trees. There's a mango tree right behind me with a ton of mangoes about to fall down. So this to me is the definition of living like a billionaire, but without actually having to have billions of dollars. So if you keep watching this video, I'll explain how you can also achieve this location freedom in your lifestyle and in your business so that you can actually live the life that you want to live. And also the rest of the videos on my channel will also help you. Number two, this means you most likely can't be an employee because having a boss to report to every day is not really badass material. And also the harsh reality is the vast majority, 99% of employees will not be able to reach financial independence and have that billionaire lifestyle because their income is at a ceiling. For example, if you work at a job, especially if you have a salary job, you might make 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, whatever it is, you're kind of capped at that salary. Or if you work for dollars per hour, you're also just trading your time for a ceiling as well, because you can only work so many hours throughout the week. And yeah, you can make more money by just working more, but you're just trading your time, beating yourself down, and you're not really gonna be able to get ahead and live that financial independent lifestyle being an employee. Now, the only way you can really live that location lifestyle and also have enough time for you to do whatever you want, hang out by the pool, hang out in the sun, whatever, is to scale and eventually have other people do certain things for you so that your business and your income can grow faster, which again, you just can't get that by being an employee, by working at XYZ company. It's just not gonna happen. Now, what you're gonna need is number three, a high cash flow business. Now, for me, I'm a real estate guy. That's my specialty. That's what I talk about a lot on this channel. However, there are a number of different businesses that will give you that high cash flow income. But for me, it's flipping properties and having Airbnb rental properties. These are super high cash flow businesses within the real estate niche, and it's not uncommon for me to have a $100,000 to $200,000 income months every single month. Now, that sounds like a crazy high income, but I'm no one special. I'm just some dude from Canada who's a real estate investor that you've probably never heard of before jumping on this video. Number four, you need to keep dumb expenses down. Now, true billionaires could give two craps about their spending because they have an almost endless amount of money, or so it feels. But for us, we want to live like billionaires, so we're going to focus on the most important key aspects like, number one, living where you want to live. So we're definitely gonna be spending a little, maybe a lot more money than what normal people would spend living in their normal neighborhood in Wisconsin or wherever. But this is very, very important for us, for our feelings, for our lifestyle, for what we want. So we're gonna spend a little more, but that's key. And two, we're gonna spend a little more, maybe a lot more on what we're eating, because in order to feel like a billionaire, we need to feel actually like a billionaire, which is feeling good about ourselves. So we're gonna spend a lot more money on good quality produce, good quality meats, good quality food in general. So we're definitely gonna be shopping at Whole Foods, and we're not giving a shit what that receipt says. We're buying that high quality food because it's an important trait for us. But with that being said, yes, we're spending more money on where we live, the rent, the mortgage, whatever, and also we're spending more on the food that we're eating. However, we're foregoing spending a lot of stupid money, I'd say, on things like fancy Rolexes, designer clothes, Lamborghinis. We're gonna skip all those things because honestly, who really gives a shit? As long as we're we're living in a place that is awesome to us, that motivates us, that lights a fire under our butt, and we're eating great quality food, who cares about all the Lambos and stuff? Unless that's really, really important to you and you're just like a car person, you love Lambos, you love Rolexes, hey man, go buy all that stuff as well. Just don't let it get in the way of living in the best, perfect place and eating the food that you really want to eat. Those are the two, I'd say, most important things on where, real rich people spend their money the most, is in kind of those two areas. All that designer clothes stuff, that's fake rich. Fake rich people buy all that stuff just to look rich, but they're not. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I know a lot of rich people, obviously within the business I'm in and in my social circles, and honestly, if you saw them walking down the street, you would never ever picture them as being wealthy or rich, and those are the real rich people, I'm telling you. They're wearing just basic t-shirts, basic shoes you buy at like Walmart or whatever. They're driving normal cars because they prioritize the important things, living with their families, taking vacations all year long, and maybe if they have a thing for fancy clothes and nice shoes, okay, maybe they're doing those things as well. But I'm telling you, the real rich people, they're not really spending money on all that stuff. If someone has all those things, likely they're actually broke. So all I'm saying is, don't put so much emphasis, don't prioritize those things, don't look up to people that have all these things, because they're usually not rich, they're fake rich, which leads me to the next thing. You need to invest your money heavily. Like, I'm talking 50 to 90% of your income. Yes, 50 to 90% of your income, ideally, you're reinvesting into great assets, back into your business, back into yourself. We're not doing the whole Dave Ramsey thing of, saving 10%, investing 10%. That's joke money. You need to find a way to raise your income, like I said, so you can reinvest 50 to 90% of your income. This is what I do as a real estate investor. Literally 90% of the money I make, probably even more. I live on such a small amount, which is a large amount in comparison to normal people, but for the amount of money I'm making, I'm living on like 10% of the money we make or less. I'm reinvesting as much as I can so that I can make more money to continue living the great lifestyle I want, to continue not caring about the food I'm buying, to continue taking my family on great vacations, living in amazing areas around the world while crushing business. That's the greatest feeling of all. So some great basic investments that you can dollar cost average into daily are things like crypto, or my favorite, the S&P 500, which is just boring. It's not cool, it's not sexy, but that's honestly what most rich people, if you meet them, if they tell you what industry they're in or what business they do, you probably never heard of it, and you probably have no idea what they're even talking about, because the boring stuff is what actually makes people a ton of money. So the S&P 500, my absolute favorite, if you don't know what that is, it's the top 500 large cap companies in America. If you're investing in the S&P 500, it's grandpa's investment and you're betting on America, which always wins. Or my personal favorite, real estate investing. You're buying properties, you're scaling with partners, you're just figuring out a way to buy more and more real estate. Real estate is by far the best investment long term. It has made the most millionaires, the most billionaires. Real estate investing is definitely where it's at. Subscribe to this channel, because that's all I talk about. That's all I show you, is how to kick ass with real estate investing. And the reason why we're continually investing, whether you do crypto, S&P 500 with stocks, or real estate investing, is the effect of compound growth. The longer you invest, the more your gains compound every single year. If you don't know too much about compound interest, I have videos on my channel, or watch other ones to explain this concept. But basically, the longer you're investing, it just snowballs and snowballs and snowballs, and your wealth just grows crazy. And if you're watching this video, I bet you are a millennial or a Gen Z, so we have time on our hands. So by investing in Bitcoin or by investing in the S&P 500, and it's just every single year just adding more and more and more, and that snowball keeps rolling and our wealth keeps growing. The compound wealth effect, I can spend hours talking about this, but it's literally a life changer, and most people have no friggin' idea what that even is, how to invest. They're 50 years old, 55, 60 years old, and now they're just finally, for some reason, only now just thinking about retirement. They have no money, they have no investments. If they would have started at 20, 25, 30, 35, oh my God, like everything would be totally different. You could be a total idiot and be 35 years old and only now start investing in the S&P 500. And by the time you're 60, 65, 70, you would have a lot of money to retire, but people don't even do that. It's crazy, the effect of compound growth. And last but not least, number 6, you need to work 4 hours a day, or ideally less. Now, the true essence of living like a billionaire, which is what we're going after, is working when you want and for how long you want, where you want, all those things. So we want to work as little as possible so we can hang out in sweet places like this, chill in the pool, suntan, whatever you want to do. But we don't want to spend too much time working because that's freaking lame. But what we are doing when we're thinking like a billionaire and we're acting like a billionaire is we're scaling and we're having other people, we're hiring other people to do those small little tasks for us that are annoying and take too much time and are low value dollar per hour work, and we're prioritizing it to scaling the business. So as the CEO or the owner of your business, your main job is simply growing the business, how to bring capital into the business, how to bring partners into the business so you can double down, add more fuel to the fire, hire more people, scale this thing faster so that you can make even more money and work even less. So for example, I'll kind of give you a real world experience. So for me as a real estate flipper, you know, we're buying houses at discount, we're renovating them, we're selling them on the market. I'm sure you understand what flipping houses is, but you probably think, you know, that I have to go to Home Depot, I gotta pick out all the materials, I gotta drop it off to the contractors, I have to go hire the contractors, pay the contractors, like I gotta go find the realtor, like, okay, so that's the amateur way of running a business, and what I don't want you to do, whether it's real estate or whatever business you're doing. Well, what I do is, like I said, I focus on those high-level CEO things, which is all I do is shoot videos like this in order to bring more awareness into my business so I can raise more capital, so I can buy more houses to flip, so I can make more money. So essentially, I have somebody else going to visit all the sellers, to talk to them, to buy their house off market, to do all the marketing. I don't do any of that. I have someone to do all of that. Then when we buy the house, I have a project manager who manages the entire renovation. So she's buying all the materials, she's ordering all the paint colors, all the flooring, whatever. She's meeting with the contractors, she's scheduling the contractors. I don't step foot in the flip. In fact, I'm down here in Florida and we're flipping the large amount of properties in Canada. So there's no way for me to even go there. So she's taking care of all of the renovation process. When the renovation is done, we list it on the MLS. I have someone else do that. Yeah, so like I don't do any of the actual house flipping process. It's all taken care of. The only thing I do is shoot these videos, bring more attention to my business, and I'm the string puller. I'm the puppeteer, if that's the right word. So for you as a CEO, all you're doing is making sure people are doing what they're supposed to be doing. If you have any fires to put out, major fires, you're kind of doing that, but you're just checking in on all your employees, making sure the ball's rolling, making sure all the tasks are being done, and doing the things that are necessary to bring money to the business, to grow the business faster, which for me, as a real estate investor, happens to be social media and doing these YouTube videos. That's how I grow my business, and I've raised well over $50 million from doing these videos on YouTube to grow my real estate business, which is friggin' amazing. So that's what I mean when you need to think like a billionaire. Think like a CEO. What's the most important task that you need to do every single day? What can you hire out? What can you delegate? And what do you have to do every single day to bring attention into your business and grow this thing so you can make more money and live the life that you want to live like a billionaire. And with all that said, that, my friends, is how you live the basic essence of a billionaire without actually having to have billions of dollars. You just want to be someone that makes a much higher income than normal, but doesn't have to be gargantuan like a billionaire, and you're just prioritizing the important things like living where you want to live on location, working when you want, how much you want to work, eating super great healthy food, working out in the sun, and just living a great life. That is the essence of being a billionaire. Enjoy this video, subscribe for more.